In this fascinating sighting, watch how a young female leopard struggles to hoist her impala kill up a tree. We found her with an adult impala ewe that she had caught earlier on a windy day near Shingwedzi Camp in the Kruger National Park. We estimate she is between 2 and 2.5 years old and only recently independent of her mother. She was very alert and nervous of other predators arriving to potentially steal her kill, especially hyenas. Reluctant to feed much on the ground where she was more vulnerable, she kept looking up the large mopane tree, seemingly trying to work out how she was going to hoist her heavy prey. She then decided to feed some more on the ground, possibly to make the impala a little bit lighter. She had basically removed the stomachs and fed a little around the abdomen and rump area. We could see she became more restless as it got later in the afternoon and the possibility of hyenas arriving was higher. She didn't get very far on her first attempt, probably because she chose the most vertical part of the tree trunk where there were no branches she could use to support the weight. She seemed to work out quite quickly that her best chance was to drag the impala around the tree to the other side, where she could use a broken branch for support. After faring much better in her second and third attempts, she was left wondering what to do next, with the impala left hanging awkwardly upside down in the tree. She displayed immense strength for her size to pull the impala up so high from that awkward position. It looks like the neck and head of the impala got caught on some small branches. She may have been able to make it if she could have gripped the impala by the throat. As darkness began to fall, she went to rest up the tree, and we had to head back to camp. We arrived the next morning to find her up the tree and the impala still on the ground. Luckily for her, no hyenas had come past during the night. After feeding some more on the ground, her anxiety got the better of her, and she decided to try and hoist it again. This time it seems as though the impala's front legs got caught on a broken branch, which hampered her progress further. As the day wore on, she began covering the stomachs and stomach contents with sand in typical cat fashion to disguise the scent, and seemed to accept the fact that she wasn't going to get it up the tree. We then watched her nervously feed on the ground for quite some time, and she managed to have a substantial meal. After feeding, she made one more half-hearted attempt, but seemed to have lost all confidence in her ability to hoist the kill. She was extremely lucky that no hyenas arrived, with the kill vulnerable on the ground for nearly 2 days.